What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Tonight we're checking out Blackpink's new album, Born Pink. We've heard Shut Down, Pink Venom, and Ready for Love. Love them all. Was pleasantly surprised by Shut Down, but so far Ready for Love is my favorite track on the album. So we've got 5 songs to check out. We're going to do them all in one go if we're allowed to. Otherwise, I'll just split the video up. So we're going to start with Typa Girl. Now, if you're new here, I tend to nerd out on the audio stuff, right? The production stuff. But Blackpink is interesting because their whole sound is built almost like a band concept, right? So very few members. So bass, drums, and 1 to 3 top line instruments, and then vocals, right? So very interesting sounds, and they make those individual sounds pop even more, right? So it's not stacked with a whole bunch of different sounds. It's just very simple, very few pieces, but each piece sounds stellar most of the time, or pretty much all the time. So let's check this out. This is Typa Girl by Blackpink. Okay. Legend of Zelda? Ocarina of Time? Or not? Okay. Ooh. My body and my bank account could figure. Thinking about me, but there's nothing to consider. Interesting. So they brought in that little slide. I'm assuming it's a slide. I don't think it's a bend. It sounds like a slide on a string instrument, like a violin, right? But it's a sample, and what they did, instead of letting it ring out completely or fade out naturally, they cut it at the end for effect, which is really, really cool. Let's go back and hear this. Yeah, my bank account could figure. Thinking about me, but there's nothing to consider. Yeah, it stops. They just cut it to a dead stop, and then there's reverb on it. So just to kind of just give it that staccato and make it just hit a little bit harder, which is interesting because it's a small detail, but it's obviously done on purpose. And I just noticed something, a little background vocal peeking its head out in the right ear. Good figure. Thinking about me, but there's nothing to consider. Yeah, it's one of them, probably her, doing it in a lower voice in the right ear. Just kind of tickled your right ear right there for a second. Thinking about me, but there's nothing to consider. If I let you in my circle, you a winner. Didn't know that you were cold till you found my fire. Heaven's gate just opened up. That's very nice. It reminds me of a video game. Cause I'm that girl that drive you crazy, but you can't leave me alone. Got you thinking maybe I was supernatural, put you under spells or look into a crystal ball. I'm not like this. Yeah, it's really, really sick. JISOO? JISOO, hello? Oh, I'm just so thrown. JISOO is my bias, by the way. And then it doesn't help that they added sirens in the back. That noise effect was very, very nice. Well, okay. Okay. So now Lisa's doing Eminem? What is this? Check my steps, got everybody's eye. I'm the type of girl that everybody type, double tap, 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 what everybody like. You can check my steps, got everybody's eye, and I run them laps. Yeah, it's the way she's stressing things. It's the enunciation, but it's the way she's stressing. Dun, 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 dun. It's giving me an Eminem attack style, which is really, really cool. They sound really good, and I think that's is that Jenny at the end, or is that Lisa the whole time? That noise effect just swooshing out. I'm the type of girl that everybody type, double tap, 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 what everybody like. You can check my steps, got everybody's eye.
shit. That mean they all cap. Being the best at whatever I do, that's something on brand. Type of girl that you wish for when you blow that candle out. Type of girl that you
production is stellar.
Type of girl that don't ask for what she
Oh,
wants
was that JISOO? What did she say about Mama's house? Who?
girl that you wanna take back to your mama house. Type of girl that
I mean, she's not wrong, but holy shit, JISOO. Okay, all right. Let's go back a little bit, just hear this again, and move on.
type of girl that you wish for when you blow that candle out. Type of girl that you wanna take back to your mama house. Type of girl
I love the way they're doing the backup vocals in the right ear.
Type of girl who got gag and some quality of Chanel. Now you know that you were cold cause you fit my fire. Heavens get just opened up, hearing choirs. If you say something
That's JISOO. That was JISOO again? Oh my god, I'm just having an issue going back. Hold on.
Girl that don't ask for what she wants, you taking out. Type of girl who got gag and some quality of Chanel.
And there they did a higher backup. She sounds so good. Very nice.
Girl that drive you crazy, but you're killing me alone. Got you thinking maybe.
Very playful, taunting type of horn. And now the siren's back. That was very, very sick and very nice. I'm going to pause here once I catch it. Okay, yeah, so the song. It's playlist. It's, again, just what I had talked about. Very simplistic, right? There's never anything more than 5 instruments going on at once. And every single instrument sounds amazing. It's really cool. So the beat itself is giving me Lisa vibes. It's giving me Money vibes. And to be honest, unfortunately, every BLACKPINK song has made playlists so far, but every BLACKPINK related song has not. So the one song that has not is Lisa's Money. I just wasn't a fan of the song itself. And this beat is very much in that vein. Honestly, it sounds like this song could have been a Lisa solo, and probably was a candidate for that. And I wouldn't have been mad about it if it was, but they all sounded great, and JISOO particularly stood out, but she's also my bias. So okay, all right, that was awesome. That is playlist. Let's check out next is Yeah Yeah Yeah. And I thought I heard something in that intro, or that little snippet that we caught. All right, let's go. And we did. There is a guitar. And we're doing the Post Malone thing? I just got chills. Okay. Okay, before we go to the next part. Okay, yes, it's very much like that Post Malone song that I'm forgetting the name of. But then all of a sudden, it turns into a style track like Jackson Wang's 80s track. LMLY, I think, was the name of that song. It turns into that vibe, and I got chills because of just the vibe that tone has. It's very much 80s, and then obviously JISOO was singing, so all that just was very, very, very nice. So, okay, let's go back a little bit and see what the next section is. The pre-chorus, maybe? Oh, 50s. You guys know how I feel about the 80s. Okay. Oh, that was so good, and there were no vocals in that I could tell. We're gonna listen to it again, or we're gonna hear it again next time. But yeah, so they went to the 50s with that very traditional 50s style, or 50s to 60s style chord progression in the pre-chorus, and then all of a sudden the 80s just exploded. Those sounds are so nice, and now it looks like we're going back to Post Malone. Okay, all right, yeah. Let's wait. We're only a minute into the song. Okay, let's go back a little bit. Yeah, I love it. Really nice, like, slap back delay on that guitar. It's a very nice tone. But I got chills again. The way they're handling the backup vocals on this album so far is really nice. Now, we didn't really get into music, really like a breakdown in the three MV tracks that we got. So it may have been there too, but I'm definitely hearing it now that we're in this setting. The way they're handling the backup vocals, every backup vocal so far is being put into the right ear. And it's very muffled, very low. And it's usually, well, no, it's not always a lower tone than what the top line is singing. Because I did hear Jenny earlier doing a higher pitch harmony in the background. But it's just a very nice take because it's not stacking the vocals. They're letting the main vocal control the top, but they're putting it off to the side just a little bit, obviously for the harmony effect. But it also stands out just a little bit too if you listen for it. So very interesting take on harmonies. Let's go back a little bit. Very interesting, very nice. Those backups, now they're left and right. This might be my favorite song. Bridge. So beautiful. Whoa. Double time? Very nice. Whoa. Interesting. I'm going to stop this before it switches over to the next one. Okay, that was interesting. So all of a sudden they went to a climax and it faded out after one turn of the climax. We've talked about this before, what fade outs do, right? Fade outs, a lot of times what they do is they make you want to stay on the ride, right? So it's usually, it doesn't have to be a big climax out, but the song is just still going, and usually it's a little bit more excited than the rest of the song that you just heard, and they're still putting on that same performance, but they're slowly fading the song out, and you can still pick out little things, and you don't want to get off the ride, you want to go with them, but you can't because the song is ending, right? This is interesting because all of a sudden they threw in the climax, but it went around once and faded out. What it was feeling like as it was fading out, I felt like, or I should have felt like, that last part of the song we had heard it 2 or 3 times, right? It's like the last hurrah and you don't want to get off the ride. But no, it's a new section and then they just faded it out. I'm not crazy about that, to be honest. Why didn't they do the chorus again and then do that big ending, just one go around, and it wouldn't have felt awkward, but it does feel awkward. And this song is 2 minutes and 58 seconds. That would have taken another 10 or 15 seconds, maybe 20. So maybe to keep it under the 3 minutes, they chose to do that. The song is still, I don't know if it's going to be my favorite, because Ready for Love really, really, really resonates with me, but it's up there. It's definitely one of my favorites so far, and I'm just going to have to ignore that ending because it feels unfinished. It feels kind of, like I said, it's just awkward. I don't understand that choice. But let's listen to it again. Let's be fair. We're here already. This video is going to be long anyway. Let's go back here. There. No, a little bit further. Let's go back into the bridge. Wow. Right, here we go. Okay, so they spent 30 seconds on it. They spent 20 seconds on it and 20 seconds to fade. I think it can work. What's bothering me about it though, is that nothing else in the song kind of led to it. Like the bridge was nice, but it doesn't feel connected. It just feels like all of a sudden there is a faster version of what we've been hearing. Kind of a double time, a busier, a more excited version, but I don't feel like they set us up for it. It's just all of a sudden it's there and then they fade out. So a little awkward, but the rest of the song still works. So I can ignore the ending part of it, but it's just an interesting production choice. So, okay, very, very good song. That is playlist. Next is Hard to Love. All right, let's go.
Ain't no magic to the fix
Rosé.
You should keep your distance. I'm only telling you because I care. Cause I'm hard to love, find it hard to trust when it feels too good.
Dude, I got chills again.
You want all of me, I can't give that much. So don't fall too hard, cause I'm hard to love.
That is so good. We're covering this song, I can already tell. Hold on. I know I was very excited because I'm a guitarist, and whenever I hear guitars, I get very excited. And this song has been really good so far. Rosé sang the whole first section of this song, didn't she? And now it's her again. Is this a solo? Yeah, it's a solo. It makes sense because it's very much a Rosé type of song. Yeah, we're definitely covering this song. I'll put a link up here to my covers, or here. Oh, did she cuss there? Okay. Those vocals, yeah. I love it. Okay, bridge. She sounds so good. That guitar melody is so fun. Wow. Okay, we're going to stop here before it flips over, just in case we want to go back. Okay, yeah, so that was a Rosé solo in the middle of the album. And I don't look into teasers. I don't look into anything pre this, right? I want to be surprised. So I had a feeling it was going to have a more Western vibe just because that's their nature, right? And that's part of their journey. And so far, obviously, this song does have a very Western vibe. But also very Western production. But it's interesting that Rosé gets a solo. We have 2 more songs before Ready for Love. Is someone else going to get a solo? And if not, why her? Obviously, the song's amazing. She sounded amazing, so she deserves it, obviously. But it's interesting. Are they hinting at maybe an album, like a solo album from her? Either way, the song was really, really sick, and it shows exactly how powerful she is. Again, shows that as a solo artist. So really, really nice. Yes, and I do guitar covers of K-pop songs that have guitar in them. So we're definitely going to do this one. And this is up there with my favorite tracks on the album so far. So, okay, all right, let's let this play, and then we'll move forward to the last 2 songs. Uh-oh. That sounded like a sad piano for the song called The Happiest Girl. Okay, I was wondering about a ballad on this, so all right, let's check this out. This is The Happiest Girl. Whoa.
Don't hold my hand, don't back me back, don't say that we'll make it through this. If I'm so beautiful, then why? The doors we slammed, the place we smashed, echo with the sound of madness. I can't remember why we tried. My heart only wants you.
JISOO.
But tonight I'll be the happiest girl in the world. You'll see, like it doesn't matter. Tonight I'll be the happiest girl in the world. You'll see, like it never.
We're just gonna let this play, guys.
I can't stop the tears if I want to. I can't stop the tears if I want to. I can't stop the tears if I want to.
JISOO.
But tonight I'll be the happiest girl in the world. You'll see, like
It's very beautiful.
don't make a saint where words are pain. The past and the perfect picture. There's no one else to blame this time. Don't change the truth, we can't undo the high we chase till the crash. No, you're not the one who gets to cry. My heart only wants you. The moment you say no. But tonight I'll be the happiest girl in the world.
The backups are beautiful.
Tonight I'll be the happiest girl in the world. You'll see, like it never happened. I can't stop the tears if I want to. I can't stop the tears if I want to. I can't stop the tears if I want to. But tonight I'll be the happiest girl in the world.
This song doesn't need a bridge. Is there gonna be one? Okay.
Pop of a bottle top to fix a heart, a broken heart, baby.
Very beautiful.
All it takes is a little rolling paper, take us to the start, go back to the start. But tonight I'll
That was very beautiful.
be happiest
And yes, I did notice the lyrics.
you see, like it doesn't matter. Tonight I'll be the happiest girl.
That's so powerful.
You see, like it never happened. I can't stop the tears if I
It's a longer song. Or just felt longer. 3:38. Okay, I'm going to pause again just in case. 3:42, actually. Wow. That was super nice, super powerful. That song gave me vibes of Beyonce's Lemonade, right? A very emotional album, one of my favorite albums of all time. And it just hits really, really hard. And you guys, if you've been around long enough, you know how I feel about K-pop ballads. They're usually a miss with me because they usually have that OST vibe. They're very clean, very there's not a lot of grit to them, and not really a lot of sadness, honestly, in them, and emotion and just moving concepts like this song. And I wish there were, because this is talking about, obviously, the darker side, the sadder side of love, right? But also of empowerment as well, because we always get through these things, right? Even though it doesn't feel like it. We don't get a lot of songs like that from K-pop artists that address things. And it's kind of unfortunate because all music fans need that, right? So why aren't we getting that from the artists that we love, right? We all look to those songs and need those songs at some point in our life. So this is really, really good, really powerful. And yeah, Western style production, the vocals, I'm really loving how they're handling the harmonies, because it's just every once in a while, it's mainly in the right ear, but every once in a while you'll hear them on the left too. It's like we've talked about before in other reactions, how it's like a reflection of the main voice. So it's not stacked vocals creating a harmony. The main vocal is the center, and then the other backup vocals are kind of just meant to sound like reflections of that same main voice, but it's deeper because they're doing different things, right? Different notes. So really, really sick so far. Yeah, that's obviously playlist. Holy shit. Okay, Happiest Girl. Next up is the last song, and it's guitar again. Okay, the song is called Tally. Let's check it out. I can imagine the beat. What's the beat? What's the beat? What's the beat? That's the beat. Okay. That's 25 seconds. We're going to go back and listen to that again, because I was just... Okay, yes, I heard that guitar, and then that beat was perfect, and it's darker. Let's go back. Very nice reverb. A very nice production on the guitar, too. Or processing. Okay, so let's just talk about it now, because I did notice it when I was making the list, or making the playlist for this reaction. I used Spotify to look at the names of the songs, and I did notice there's like 3 or 4, I think 3, tracks that are explicit, right? So just cuss words, right? And I've only noticed it a few times where they threw in a word or whatever, but it's obviously not something we hear a lot in K-pop, but this is different, right? This is more international driven, so it makes sense, and it doesn't bother me that there are cuss words. Oh, and then also I didn't address that. I did hear the lyrics in the last song, in The Happiest Girl, where they were talking about the drinking, and then they talked about rolling papers or something. So obviously more Western driven lyrics in the whole album, but they've always done that, so it's kind of like whatever. And obviously the cussing doesn't really bother me, but it's surprising that, because this is the topic version that I chose, the official BLACKPINK versions. It's interesting that I found the I guess the clean versions, right? The edited versions, because I didn't mean to. So that's interesting. Okay. All right, let's go back a little bit and let it vibe back in. And she's talking all that shit, I assume? Tell 'em.
Instead of staring in the mirror, little weird how everybody tells me to play nice. Everybody just for looking twice.
JISOO.
Body don't belong to them now. And I'm not gonna change 'cause you say so.
Nice.
When I feel it, 'cause no one's keeping tally. I do what I want.
No, they're keeping tally. I'm not, but they are.
While you're talking all the I'll be getting mine, getting mine. Yeah, I say fuck it when I feel it, 'cause no one's keeping tally.
The song's a vibe.
Who I like, and I ain't gon' conceal it. I just do it like the boys say. I'm getting mine, getting mine. Told me to play it cool, I break the rules. I'm breaking hearts in two. Want me to make the rules, so play the fool. It ain't that hard to choose. Take apart the do's and don'ts and lose the wolves. I'm getting mine. Mine's is mine, yours is mine. This is mine.
Okay.
In line. Sometimes I like to go play dirty, just like all other boys do. That's my choice and that.
Okay. I didn't expect that particular term in a Blackpink song, but it makes sense because they're talking their shit. And they, like I said, I'm getting from the last song and honestly from this song in the vocals, in the vocal melodies. It's giving me a lot of Beyonce type attitude. So that particular word, let's make sure we heard it right.
Go play dirty, just like all other boys do.
Yeah, those boys. And we all know what she said. So, yeah, okay, it works. It works. Let's just hear this whole section again.
This is mine, yours is mine. This is
The song's a vibe, like I said, though, and it's playlist for sure.
Sometimes I like to go play dirty, just like all other boys do. That's my choice and there's
Yep.
no one I'm hurting when that's not girly. Everybody tells me to play nice. Everybody judges me looking twice.
It's so good.
My body don't belong to none of them though. And I'm not gonna change 'cause you say so. I say fuck it when I feel it, 'cause no one's
Okay, JISOO, you too. I ain't mad at him.
While you're talking all the I'll be getting mine, getting mine. Yeah, I say fuck it when I feel it, 'cause no one's keeping tally. I do what I want with who I like, and I ain't gon' conceal it.
They're really stressing it, but I think it's because the melody's good.
Getting mine, getting mine.
And it's an anthem type of song. An understated anthem type of song. Wow. That was very, very nice. And that's definitely playlist. Okay, and then after this, they close out with Ready for Love. Okay, so yeah, they definitely gave all the girls their chance to sing that chorus. Obviously partly for effect, but also because it is a very much an anthem type of vibe in that song. Even though it's not big and boisterous like you would assume an anthem to be, it's still it's kind of like an empowerment song, right? Like if somebody's going through something and they need a boost and need to that little extra bit of confidence to just push through, that's the type of song that would help somebody to do that. So it makes sense that they repeated it so much at the end. But yeah, that song is playlist for sure. It's almost cover contender, but I don't think so because it is very simple. The guitar pretty much does the same thing through the whole song. So I don't know. I'll take a look at it, but we're definitely gonna cover Rosé's solo. So okay, overall the song is a vibe. The standouts for me, let me have the list here. So far the standouts for me were Ready for Love, The Happiest Girl, Hard to Love, and yeah. Tally's great as well. Typa Girl is the only one that's kind of like, it's fine, right? I could definitely see myself skipping that song. Shut Down, Shutdown and Pink Venom are bops. Happiest Girl I can see myself skipping too, only because the vibe, right? Like, you don't always want to be in that sad vibe. So that would be the only reason why that would be a skippable song, but it's definitely going to be on winter playlist for sure. But yeah, they're all great. Very BLACKPINK production, very Western style production too. You can definitely tell that Teddy's hands isn't on all of these songs because just some of those vibes are just a little extra Western, but that was always their that was always the path they were going on, right? So I'm interested to know how K-pop stans are receiving this, right? I imagine they're receiving it fine if they enjoy BLACKPINK, just because this literally the whole album is just what they do. It does feel like an upgrade, like a more solidified, they're solidifying a sound, right? Because that production, everything, the backup vocals, everything seemed to carry through to all the songs. The way the reverb was used as well, the spacing, like the overall size of each song felt very similar too. So there wasn't like big ups and downs. It was just a nice steady flow from beginning to end. So really, really cool, and it's all playlist. So really enjoyed the album. If you enjoyed this content, please like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time. Peace.